Hello friends, I am Ashley from The Rural Companion. Today's video is going to go through some more serious issues. I know we've been doing that a lot recently, but today we're going to be talking about the devastation of tornadoes and flooding as well as hail. And our family experienced 2 out of 3 of those just last week, and this is our story.
So, I think it all started when I was at work, and it was a hot day. It was sunny and humid, very humid, windy, very windy. I had the car, and I was coming home, and I didn't really think much of it, but I knew I should probably take the truck to go to church. Wednesday night service. We do that on Wednesday nights. And so I put the car away and I went and got the truck. And we took the truck. And actually, it started getting bad in Oklahoma City around 6:30. And we could see the lightning and hear the thunder, and you can always tell the difference between a serious, no joke thunderstorm that could have tornadoes versus a just normal storm by the sound of the thunder. And we were able to get home without any issues. In fact, the kids were up and out in the patio area, just taking in all of the lightning and taking pictures. Still very warm, and I think by that point the wind had died down.
It was really calm because you were like, well, it's gonna pass over us. It's like there's these 2 things, they're just gonna go right around us. And so we're like, okay, let's go sit outside and watch the storm. I mean, that's what we have done before, so I think it's fun. And the lightning was super cool.
So we went to church and we came home, and then it started getting worse, and then me and Lola were in my room listening to my walkie-talkie and following the tornado, and then we came out here and it started hailing, and we went back inside while getting hit by hail, and then the river started flooding, and so we had to move the dogs over, and it got really warm when you were up high and cold when you're down low, and so our flashlights couldn't penetrate anything, and we didn't have any really bright flashlights, and our fence got torn down.
I think there was a tornado warning just to our west. So I thought, well, we should probably go. So we gathered up all our stuff. I was still in my dazed, just took a nap kind of state. And we opened the door outside. We've got about 50, maybe 60 feet to get to the storm shelter. And by this point it was just raining really hard. But we managed to get the cellar door open. We all got in safely. So I shut the cellar door, and that's when the real terror started. When it's actually raining severe here, it dumps down a tremendous amount of rain. And that's not when it floods after that. Because what you have to have is everything beginning to run off, and it takes a little bit of time, probably 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. And it all surges in from our creeks, and we had streams and creeks just come out of nowhere. We had flowing water across normally dry, flat surfaces of our front yard, and that was nuts. But it begins to build up all in front of the house. The gutters were completely overflowing with water, and the back part of of our property here, the backyard, I should say. What happens is as the inflow of the creeks bring in the water to the pond, the spillway, the outflow, doesn't have enough volume of water to handle it, so it just begins to, the pond just gets higher and higher, and it crests up. First it starts filling up this little basin over here, this little bowl that we got, where that tree growth is going on down in there. And then once that happens, this area where all the rocks are at disappears, just gets above there. And I say it was probably about halfway up the trampoline. It was halfway up the trampoline, and it hit the house. It was probably about a foot deep. And the white cover to our septic tank over there was completely submerged. But yeah, it was about 6 inches from the large window. And there's a little bit of raised portion to the back patio, so it wasn't there until the peak, which would have been about 30 minutes after the rain had stopped. And it flowed over the patio, and it got about 2 feet from the back door. This whole area right here was rushing full of water. I mean, it was flowing rapidly and violently. This whole area right here, all the way to that tree back there, just water. This whole area was a pond.
Power trucks everywhere, like along the road, because of all the power line damage from the debris and stuff like that. So like, it was like blocked up road. Kind of wanted to like help them somehow, because like, and then I feel bad because like our house didn't get damaged. Like not that much, but it was like, I wish that I could like, help them, because like, you know, I just don't help them.
6 inches of water.
While our family only suffered some very mild damage from flooding and hail, we were able to pick everything up, clean everything up pretty quickly. Of course, it will take some time for the garden to regrow, and that's not that big of a deal. We have plenty of time left in the season. Our hearts and our thoughts and prayers are with the families who lost so much more, from homes to loved ones. We are praying for you. Thank you so much for watching this video.